Moving on, this week, the Michigan legislature is taking on tiny particles that are posing a big threat to the Great Lakes. They're in products that we use every day, like facial scrubs and toothpaste, and they're called microbeads. So why do Michigan lawmakers care about what's in our hand sanitizer? Well, we're one of the last states around the Great Lakes Basin to consider a ban. Here's what you need to know.
They're called microbeads, tiny particles of plastic in products that help scrub your skin, but they're ending up in the Great Lakes by the millions.
If you think about how many of these are being used daily and washed down the drain, it's quite staggering. This is something that impacts the ecosystem, the wildlife, by entangling fish and birds ingest these particles, and it impacts their health.
So how big is the problem in the Great Lakes? Scientists, like here at Loyola University in Chicago, have been taking water samples from rivers in and around Chicago and Lake Michigan. They found anywhere from 1,500 to 1.1 million microbeads per square mile in the Great Lakes.
What we're interested in doing is determining the concentration of microplastic that's in the rivers, determining the source of microplastic, and also the different types of these small plastic pieces that we find in the river.
The beads float on the surface, and fish often mistake them for food. The plastic is bad for fish health, but so are the microbes that the beads can carry. And the microbeads are so small, water treatment plants can't catch them. The plastics make their way through treated wastewater, which flows into sanitary canals and rivers, which go into the lakes.
Our initial findings from the North Shore Channel showed very high concentrations of microplastic downstream of a wastewater effluent source. And in fact, our concentrations were higher than what had been found in the ocean.
Now, Michigan is looking to join Illinois and 8 other states that have banned the manufacture and sale of personal care products that contain microplastics. There seems to be a hang-up in Lansing, though, over one word in the bill. It calls for a ban on products that have non-biodegradable microbeads. Environmental groups say there's no way to know how long it's acceptable to have microbeads break down in the environment. Forget the word non-biodegradable and just ban them all. The long-term impact of microbeads on the environment is unknown, but scientists are looking to see if they are carrying other organisms and chemicals.
One of the concerns is that the microbes on that plastic could be pathogenic. They might be disease-causing, and they may be kind of dispersed further in the environment on a plastic surface than they would on a natural surface.
The ban on microbeads would go into effect over the next few years. Many companies that make personal care products have already started voluntarily discontinuing the use of microbeads, but they're still trying to find a replacement product. Michigan lawmakers say they want to make what's already voluntary mandatory.